You know what I noticed? A lot of dudes be worrying about things that they should not worry about. And I'm talking about when it comes to relationships. One of the things I picked up on in life, just being in a relationship. I'm sorry, ignore, I'm doing a renovation. It's called real life. This is what men do. I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to fix this next week. All right, let's get over it. So if you put that in that comment section, I already know where you got that from. So one of the things I realized today when it comes to men, and I say men because it's not men's fault or anything that I'm about to talk about, but it's one of the things I realized that men need to really focus on. The one thing that they really need to focus on is how they moving out here today when it comes to life and relationships and how much energy they putting into relationships. And why you're seeing a lot of dudes being at a point where as though they're not looking at life in the right direction. And one of the reasons why they're trying to put so much into a relationship or relationships, and they actually don't even have time for themselves to even figure out what they're trying to do in life. That's a bad thing. It's a bad trait to have. And one of the reasons why is because you're seeing so many people struggling today in relationships, and men are being on the forefront of thinking that they have to give their life and dehumanize themselves or bring themselves down to a lower level if they're not making a certain amount of money. But this is the bad part that I want to tell you. The woman is struggling too. So when you put that in a certain position and you have people telling you don't measure up, it's going to make you wonder, why don't you measure up? Are you not measure? Like, this is my thing. Do you not measure up because somebody told you that? Or do you not measure up because you blame the economy? Because I'm going to tell you this. If you a person that go to work every day, you bust your butt, you do what you got to do, but you got laid off, or work is slow to a point where as though you got to sit out for a while. You got to sit out for a couple months because the market you in right now with your degree as a guy don't quite measure up right now. You at a point now where as though everything's not really what it is. You know, like we at a point now where as though life just like what they say, life ain't life, and whatever that means. We at a point now where as though as men, you have to sometimes go back to the drawing board. One of the things I picked up on in life when I realized I had to go back to the drawing board was actually starting to take care of me better. And when I say that, I'm not saying that from a perspective of why is it that I'm struggling or why is it that I can't figure things out. It's a reason why. And one of the reasons why is because a lot of times when we're looking at life from a different trajectory. And that trajectory we looking at life at is based on a measurement that you don't even understand the measurement. It's a reason why you don't understand the measurement. You don't understand it because it's not made for you to understand. A lot of times you would think that you don't have success in your life all because of you looking at everybody else. And in a lot of cases, that can be true. But one of the biggest problems that you'll realize and that you'll be faced with is knowing that you only don't measure up is because you don't even understand your aim or where you're trying to go at. And a lot of times, like when you're confused about life, things will become confusing. It will become very, very confusing. And one of the problems with that is like when it becomes confusing, you tend to not even understand your own feelings or what you feel about life or the directions that you're actually trying to go in. Because when you look at the direction you're trying to go in, you're going to know that, you don't have time for certain things. And that's the problem, because it's a problem for the people that's looking at you as to leech on. You will realize in life, when you start progressing in life, you start understanding what is important to you. You will start to figure out that, whoa, hold up. This ain't making sense no more. What used to make sense to you don't make sense to you no more. And it's a reason for that. It's a reason for that because if you look at when you start progressing, you say for instance, like you buy your new car, you working hard, you busting your butt, you done bought your new car. You'll notice that as you start doing things in life to reward yourself, you start to have people to leech on to you. And I'm not calling everybody a leech, but y'all know what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, you never got a phone call. And all of a sudden now, that female you wanted to take out, all of a sudden she hits you up. What you doing? Or you start looking at family members. They start looking at you. Yo, can you take me here? It's funny how in life, when you start to progress and you start to look at relationships in a different way, you start looking at it like, what is the benefit of this relationship? Like when you look at a relationship, when you're raised, you look at your mom, you look at your dad, that relationship is different. That relationship is something that's built off of trust and the way they raised you and the way you feel about them because you've seen that they love it and care for you. But when you get into these relationships, when they call like that you so-called feel like you in love with somebody, it'll make you understand that the way you operate with them people or a person, you will see that if they don't project the same energy back to you, you'll start to understand that, wait a minute, this person ain't for me. Hopefully you understand that. Sometimes some people don't. But a lot of times you want to be able to see this early in life and don't want to waste your time because a lot of times you're seeing more and more people wasting time, valuable time, whereas though they could have benefited off of growth and been able to better themselves. It's the reason why people are able to invest in themselves and then be able to profit off of that because it's the long game. It's not the short game. Definitely not the short game. So if you're looking to get ahead, look at how you operate. Don't try to live through relationships. Live through you. So if a relationship do come, you're able to gauge it and see it for what it is. You're not able to sit up there and waste a lot of your valuable time and your money, your resources for anything or any person that does not feel like you can benefit off of them. And they're looking to be able to pour into you where so they can benefit off of you. Not benefit off of you by using you. Because if one person being used, the person that's being used is not going to benefit off of that. You're going to walk away with a hurt soul, a hurt ego, hurt feelings off of all the energy that you done poured out. You know? So, hey, peace be love. Like and subscribe.